Um, okay, so here's this right here. I was just reading about this the other day. Lawrence Taylor is the last
I love
NFL
Lawrence Taylor.
the last NFL MVP to come as like a defensive person.
Ray Lewis never was it? Oh, that's because they do the defensive MVP.
Oh, do they do both now?
Well, they do defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year, and then they do NFL
MVP. So last defensive MVP was in 1986, and every MVP since 1986 has been a quarterback or a running back.
No receivers. Randy Moss never won one.
From what I read, no.
That's wild.
So my question to you, my football friend here, is who can change that?
Aaron Donald.
I mean, Aaron Donald, you think?
I mean, every announcer who's a former player, Troy Aikman, Tony Romo, Booger McFarland, whenever you watch an Aaron Donald game, a Rams game get called and there's a former player, they all, in a CTE way, stumble through saying he is the greatest football player they've ever seen.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's triple teamed every game. Yeah, I mean, but the problem is when you're a defensive tackle, you don't get those standout statistics. Like you're more of a disruptor, and you have a huge impact on the game that doesn't doesn't end up in interceptions or touchdowns or sacks. I'm shocked JJ Watt never had an MVP. Those 4 years where he was just killing everybody.
What the fuck is this? Sorry. 1982? Do you know who the MVP was in 1982?
Let me guess. 1982. Who is Dan Fouts?
No, the kicker from the Redskins.
No,
I swear to God, I'm looking at the MVPs right here.
NFL
Mark Mosley. I'm trying to figure out what he did that year that was so spectacular.
A kicker? He's not even in the Hall of Fame.
Field goals that he made 20 out of 21 field goals.
That is insane. I'm seeing it. Yeah, he was a football player.
he was a wolf. No, a renegade. A flyer. He was
an aviator.
You think Aaron Donald's the guy?
I think. I mean, it takes Aaron Donald is like a guy. Like I don't know who the baseball equivalent to this is. Maybe a Tony Gwynn. Even I'm not. Well, even he had like stats. He would almost bat 400. Like he's the type of guy who has a huge impact on the game, but it doesn't in no real sexy statistical way.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
So Chase Young could do it. I mean, Chase Young is like the new, he's better. He's the new JJ Watt. He's the kind of guy who has a lot of balls batted, he'll get a lot of interceptions just from scooping them up at the line, forced fumble recoveries.
So those are your defensive guys. You don't see like any receivers going out of their way to get something like that going right now?
No, I don't, because I think if a receiver has a season that's worth MVP numbers, they're going to give it.
It's going to be the quarterback. Yeah, which is crazy that the Heisman winner was what's the guy's name? I can't think off the top of my head.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, that's crazy that he won that over Mac Jones. That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, Mac Jones is severely. I mean, Alabama quarterbacks are disrespected. I don't know if it's because
they are disrespected because they've never panned out. Same with USC quarterbacks.
Yeah, the only good Alabama quarterback is Joe Namath. I think that's it.
Yeah, and it's like they've just never worked out. USC quarterbacks are literally the exact same way. No USC quarterback, I don't think, has ever pounded out except for Carson Palmer, barely.
Yeah, Carson Palmer, I would say is. But let me tell you something. I mean, the amount of people get drafted as quarterback, he's got a top 5% quarterback career.
Maybe. Well, out of the sheer numbers.
Yeah. Of all the quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, like you have to call him a success.